Hey, Joel.
Yeah?
We gotta go.
Go where?
We're going to winter meetings, dude.
We are?
Yeah.
No, not in the middle of the race.
I'm winning.
No, you can't. No, why'd you put?
I'm winning.
Okay, now I'm stuck.
Let's wait. Jake, come on. We gotta go.
Where?
To the winter meetings.
As you guys well know, probably listen to this, the Yanks haven't done anything. No team has really done anything, and there's just different rumors. Is everyone flushing out the trade market? Does it have to do with the CBA being up next year? Is it just a weird crop of free agents?
I will say, I don't think much happens before the Boras session.
So they sent us, you'd actually like this, they sent us every year the winter meeting transactions, and last year was a crazy one. Soto was a rival day, and then from there it was a ton of signings, crochet trade. Like last year was a juiced one. The year before that was literally nothing.
3 years? The AAV better be $50 million or something insane. That's crazy. Rob, I'm crushed. Get that camera on my face, bro. 3 for 69? Is that what you said?
That's what Jeff Passan is reporting.
Oh my God, it's a disaster. Oh my God. I thought he would get way more than what he just signed for. I wonder if he brought that deal back to the Mets. I'm starting to think he didn't bring that deal back to the Mets.
Who do you think he's on the phone with?
I don't know. Do you think he's like just finding out? Oh wait, right? He doesn't have Twitter. How can he know? He's not even on Instagram. How could he know? Kyle Schwarber signed with who?
Jolly is talking to Boras?
Right
Jolly
now,
Heyman?
on the other side of this
filming
camera.
a short.
Oh my goodness.
BBD, turn the
around.
camera.
Turn the camera. Let's see this. Jolly Heyman all up in Boris's business. Oh, wow. Like right there.
Like right behind the camera. It's winter meetings, bro. It's one of the weirdest events in the world.
It's Scott Boras. Scott, do you have instant reactions to the Kyle Schwarber and Edwin Diaz deals?
Well, you know, the Dodgers got something that probably was the element of greatest need for them,
Right.
which, you know, it just gives certainly Goliath another muscle to flex, I would say, right?
Oh, you can say that again.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And good for Schwarber. He's a great player, well-deserved. Does a lot for the team. And I know the players I have on the team, they love to play with him, so good for them.
I mean, Scott, you're the most charismatic agent in the business. My favorite part, obviously, is the lines you deliver when you're doing your speeches and stuff like that. Can I know, do you have a favorite line that you've ever written where you had it down, you're like, oh, this is going to be so good?
Oh, over the years, we've got about, I think we've done about 100 of these things. So
Yeah, right.
I haven't feathered out the top 10, but, I always, probably one for me was that someone asked me about the concern a great free agent player had about the timing of free agency.
Right.
And I said, when you're the steak, you don't really care what time dinner is.
One of a kind. One of a kind. All right, Scott, I appreciate you, man. Thanks. Thanks for making the time.
Okay.
What's
going on?
We're
mentalizing it.
That's what's happening.
Dude, it just happened.
What?
I mean, he got in my head.
Oh, really?
Like, literally.
Yeah. You're in.
It was I said to him at the beginning, I do not believe in this. And then he went out and did it. And I don't know how, and I'm okay with that. I know.
You know what? I'm okay with you not caring either. That's good.
No, it's just...
Am I going to walk away?
I don't know.
Dark and lonely at all?
You want to try something?
Do you feel positive?
It's a positive feeling. It's a creepy feeling, but
Did you?
well, here we'll do it like this. We'll do it very straightforward.
I'm gonna walk away. He's gonna get my back code. He's gonna do everything.
How many contacts? You know a lot of people.
Yeah.
You got to know a lot of people. We're at the winter meetings. It's like you got to get all these updates, all these things. How many people do you know? How many contacts do you have in your phone? Who on your phone? Let's see. What do you got?
You have my phone.
I do have your phone. No, that would be wild.
That was me doing my own thing.
Open up. You know what? I'm gonna pass this along. Do you mind doing this? You cool with that? You know how to operate?
How do I look?
I'll show you. If you scroll, and this is for the people, I'm not going to show them your contacts.
Okay.
If you scroll to the bottom here, it tells you 888 contacts exactly.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool number.
Mark of the New Devil.
Exactly. Do me a favor. Put your finger like this. Like face up. Like, yeah. I'm going to put the phone like this in a second. All I want you to do is just scroll back and forth and stop whenever you want. All right? So go ahead. Yeah, scroll back and forth. Don't let me see. I'll look away. And stop whenever you want. You really feel, put your hand like this. I'm gonna put the phone here, and by the way, sometimes people call people, so just in case we'll end that call, I'm gonna look away. All I want you to do is open it up, look at the top contact where you stopped at. Don't let me see.
Top contact.
Just that, whatever you stopped at. Yeah, I'll look away. Keep me honest that I'm not peeking. Let me know when you got it.
Okay.
You got it?
Got it.
Cool. I'm gonna ask you one question. This question is gonna help me get the information.
Right.
You ready? On a scale of 1 to 10, just use a number.
Yeah.
How well do you know this person?
Ooh.
Give me a number. Like 1 being the least, 10 being the most.
3.
3. Interesting. So I'll be honest, I do this a lot. This is what I do for a living. 10 is like family. 9 is like close friend. 1 is like someone you never spoke to. A 3 is an interesting one. A 3 is like maybe someone you almost hired once, or like someone maybe work related you kind of met a couple times, or like maybe like someone in your neighborhood, a neighbor that you once borrowed something. Look at me. I'm gonna go here. Think of the first name. Think of the last name. This is funny. I'm not getting a lot at the end there. Is it just first name, last initial? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna show you as well. This is what I'm getting. You ready on the count of 3? You're gonna say the name out loud. I'm gonna turn this around. If I got it, it's a miracle. You ready? 1, 2, 3. What's the name?
Laura D.
Laura D.
I don't know.
How do you feel about this?
Am I bugged?
Dude, he did the same thing to me. It just happened to both of us.
There you go. Oh my God! I know you'll take.
What's up, boys?
There you go.
You worried?
Shit.
Here with Steve Gelbs, the 2 biggest Mets fans on the premise. Dave, I kind of get your reaction to the Edwin Diaz news. Plus, what do you think the Mets are going to do in a pivot?
I want to know I want to just check in. Like,
I'm
everything
sick of
okay?
talking about
okay?
it, man. No, I'm unwell.
As soon as I saw the news, I was like, oh, I got to go check on Jolly. Yeah, I'm stunned by it. I really am. Not stunned that he left. I thought that was a very real possibility. I just assumed that he would get a 4 or 5 year deal, and that's a term that the Mets wouldn't be willing to match. Yeah. 3 years, 69. I don't know. Honestly, like, we're all trying to process it right now, but that one stunned me that was the term that he left for.
Do you have an ideal pivot plan for the Mets now that Diaz is not going to be part of the equation?
I mean, listen, this to me, and I said this during our breaking news coverage on SNY, this to me is the really fascinating thing now, because I think you could see a scenario where they certainly go out and they sign a Suarez or somebody else and still try and add high-end relievers to the back end of that pen. Right. But David Stearns is also somebody that is very, tentative about relief pitchers in general and how volatile they can be. And it wouldn't stun me. They said, okay, we've got our closer in Devin Williams. We've got Minter coming back. We've got, Brooks Raley. Sure. And then we're going to develop some relief pitchers and keep the line moving in that regard, and then allocate the resources elsewhere. Starting pitching, I still think, I think they come away from this offseason with one starting pitcher that can start a playoff game for them. I don't know exactly what that's going to look like. Maybe not an ace, but a playoff game starter. And certainly they need outfield help as well. So, and who knows, first
this conversation has not made me feel better at all.
Well, it's just, to me, like, I always thought that when you have a season like you have last year, you know things are going to change, and things are going to change significantly. But it's pretty clear right now that the level of significance is maybe greater than we expected. And so I think you have to kind of sit back now, unfortunately, and watch. And you know, as much as you can, trust David Stearns. I still listen. This is the first move. I told you this right before we went on air. This is the first move that I'm like, whoa, what happened there? I still believe that David Stearns is the right guy for the job, is brilliant, and will get this right. But it's going to look very different than maybe we anticipated.
Yeah, that confidence took a little bit of a hit today. Do you have one bold free agent prediction for the rest of the offseason?
I don't. I don't.
I think that Murakami's going to end up with one of the New York teams.
White Sox.
I think that we're in a phase where everyone has gone from Japan to the Dodgers, and I think that Imai has talked about this, that he wants to beat the Dodgers. I think we're going to start seeing the Dodgers blow back this year.
Okay.
Just because I think people are sick of it. People are sick of the Dodgers winning.
Dodger fatigue.
And like I think people in Japan are like, do we need everyone to be on the Dodgers, you know?
I hope not, because I'd love to see Imai and Murakami and Okamoto go other places, like give the NL Central a Japanese
Totally.
player maybe. But
like imagine Murakami with the right field porch at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Like that.
I think Yankee fans have been imagining that for a while.
It feels like a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
Like it really, really does.
It could be a trade if you want. We've had
trade.
trade answers.
I might be leaning towards what I hope happens. Sandy Alcantara, New York Mets. How about that?
I like
All right,
that.
that's
I
really
like
bold.
That brings me some peace of mind.
Okay, there you go. I did it for you.
I think Tarek Skubal will get traded. I don't want him to be traded. I don't want him to be traded. I think that it would be a colossal mistake if the Tigers do not re-sign him. You'll never replace a Tarek Skubal, ever. It won't matter. But I do think that they haven't paid him yet, and hopefully this doesn't get burned by the time this airs. But I think there's opportunities.
Yep.
I do think the Mets could create a pretty tasty package. They have the prospect capital to do so. The Dodgers have the prospect capital. The Brewers and the Pirates have the prospect capital,
There you go.
by the way. But I think that the Mets have the best opportunity to offer a package the Tigers would want.
Music to my ears.
Yeah.
I think Alonso ends up in Boston.
Oh, okay.
I just don't think he ends up back in the Mets. I mean, it's almost like almost had to beg to get back to the Mets last year. And I just think, hey, even though he had a great year, they still didn't make the playoffs. Yeah. So why not move on and try something different? I just get the feeling that they're not afraid to move on, just like Edwin Diaz, not afraid to move on from him.
a twist in life, but unfortunately, I do agree.
Which one of these two contracts would you rather have for the next 10 years?
Okay.
Juan Soto's or Vladimir Guerrero Jr.? Both of them signed at 26 years old, both $500 million or more.
I'll go with Vlad Guerrero. Very impressed with what he did this past year. He's very athletic, and plays good first base now. I just think that with the power and everything else, he'll do it. Where I think that Soto eventually, probably sooner than later, would be more of a DH. Yeah. I don't see him playing right field in a few years. I see him DH, maybe play first base.
Hurts to hear as a Mets fan, but I'm not going to take it personally. We're all baseball fans today.
Both, I think, will age pretty well. I think it's going to be Juan Soto. I don't expect him to be a full-time right fielder by the end of that, but that skill set, that level of plate discipline. I actually told Juan this, that the most impressive thing that I've ever seen on a baseball diamond was the year that the Nationals traded everybody away.
Right.
And he was the only player in that lineup. And he was young, 22, 23 years old, whatever it was. And we would go 19 times a year, see them play the Nationals. He would never get pitched to. And he would take 3-4 walks a game and get one pitch in the series, and it would be a double or a home run. I have never seen anything like that. And so I think whatever other skills will diminish along the way, that level of, he will always get on base. He will always hit. And so I just think 10 years, 15 years, I think that contract is still going to age the best.
Why did you do this to me?
Both 10 plus years, 500 million
TikTok.
plus.
Which one will age the best? Who's going to watch this? Everybody?
Everyone.
I'm going to go with Vlad Guerrero Jr. I think watching him up close and personal this year and watching him come up clutch in the biggest moments of the postseason. Like literally every opportunity he had to make an impact, he did.
So recency bias? Okay.
Recency bias, yes, but I also watched Juan Soto a lot this year. Not that he can't have a good tenure and a great tenure and an MVP tenure with the Mets. He'll be good.
Yeah.
I am going to go with Guerrero Jr. Sorry.
I like that you pampered me a little bit at the end.
tried.
That made me feel better.
I feel like so much of this depends on the defense, actually.
Yes.
And frankly, I've been a little surprised at how good Vladdy is at first base.
Right.
And, first base defense isn't going to change the world from a WAR perspective, but there's a level of, comfort that you have there when you have a good first baseman. That being said, if I had to take one, raw hitter, I think I'm going Juan Soto.
Okay.
Just because I think the fundamentals are there. His game isn't, isn't just reliant on power. He's just such a good, pure hitter. He takes the ball the opposite way, which Vladdy also does too.
Sure.
But I think that Soto's game at the plate is just more multi-dimensional. And so even if you take away the right field defense or the outfield defense in general, let's just throw those as even for both of those guys, just because first base defense is going to change someone's WAR dramatically. I think I'm taking Juan Soto just because the raw hitting ability is generational.
I think I'm going to get a lot of Vladdy answers on recency bias today, so I really appreciate that. I needed that today.
Yeah.
That's a personal one.
Yeah. As a Mets fan, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think Juan Soto is one of the best hitters in the game. He has been since he's been, when he came into professional baseball. And my opinion and my take on it is his ability to control the zone with the bat to ball skills. And then obviously the power plays, the slugging. But as a Major League Baseball player myself, it is very hard to make contact in this game.
I've heard that before. I've heard that that's commonplace.
It's very hard. Yeah. And also to make a decision to swing at a good pitch, that's very hard to do. And then you have a guy like Juan Soto who comes and he says, no, I'm going to do both, and I'm going to do it really well. Yeah. Not to knock Vladdy Guerrero Jr. at all. He's a great player, but that just sticks out in my mind is the bat to ball skills along with the discipline.
Sure. Is there one player that you would love to see finish their career with one single team?
I love the Bobby Witt Jr. I love that for Kansas City.
How about Paul Skeens?
Oh, wow.
Fernando Tatis stayed with the Padres the whole time.
He's a Kansas City Royal the whole way, and I know it's really early in his contract, but I had the opportunity to play with Bobby Witt in the spring training 2.0.
Oh, nice.
When COVID happened, and he came to spring training for that 2.0 version, and it was the B team versus the A team. Yeah. And I was on the B team, even though I was on the Major League roster.
B for Brett.
B for Brett, exactly. And he was on my team. He's young, and he just got drafted. And this guy is just absolutely hammering. Every night we played the A team. Our big league pitching staff, 1 through 5. Yeah. He came up to bat. He's getting 2 to 3 hits. Yeah. He's slugging. He's hitting balls in the gap. No worries, guys. This is your world. We're living in it. I'm just kidding. I know.
That's awesome. Featuring Heim Bloom. Cool.
So Bobby Witt is a guy that I hope the Royals are able to keep because he's a superstar.
It's not going to happen. No, but if you're asking me one player for a fan base that deserves it, I would love if somehow the Pirates, which is such a great baseball city and fan base, started investing in their club and had Paul Skeens be the centerpiece of that for their entirety and his entirety.
I love that answer because we take the low-hanging fruit sometimes and bully Pirates fans. They deserve it. I don't know if it's going to happen.
I do. It's not.
He's got a long-term contract, but he's very popular still. I mean, he's a guy. There's not that many guys in the game you're going to go watch just individually. He's one of those guys. Yeah. Special player, a Gold Glove outfielder, and who knows? Maybe he goes back to shortstop again one day. But fun guy to watch, and he's got so much energy.
Yeah, a lot of trade rumors, so hopefully your prediction comes true for Padres fans.
Being a Cincinnati guy, it's Ellie De La Cruz. Okay. I feel like he's a generational type of player, a generational type of talent. Would love to see him play his entire career. They're much like myself. I was a shortstop. I started as shortstop and finished my career after 19 years in Cincinnati. David Concepcion was the shortstop before me, handed over the reins to me. There was a little time in between me and Ellie De La Cruz, but certainly to see him out there and being the shortstop now, it'd be nice to see him be able to lay some roots and develop his game and continue to be a shortstop in the Reds uniform.
You're putting me on the spot. Ooh, I got it. Michael Harris the second. I got to cover him in high school, and the fact that he ascended the ranks so quickly with Atlanta and became like Money Mike, and I feel like Atlanta loves him. I want to see him finish his career in that uniform, and I think there's a good chance that he does.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I like it. Hey, you said you put me on the spot, and then you immediately came up with a great answer.
Well, my brain was like.
Is this live?
That was it. Stop crashing our shot.
Hey, sorry. Who does that?
You're number one.
Like, what bros do? You're like number one.
You were kind of a trendsetter.
You just didn't know what to do with your hands?
So there's two things. One, it was just a dumb joke of our friends. Like if we ever took a picture, and, you'd see like a pro sports team after they won. So that was just like our thing.
Yeah.
And then once we became like loser popular baseball boys,
famous.
it was very because I'm a silly person that I'd always want to do something like in the picture. That actually became like mental fatigue, like being at a Yankee game and like So now it's just
you didn't know what to do with your hands,
thought.
Man. Yeah, just put them in your pocket.
You need the bottom
right here. Oh look, you even have.
You like talking Yanks?
What's in his pocket?
He looks like a Toronto.
I gotta ask you. You probably knew this was coming. 2020 World Series, Game 4. Take me through the at bat.
Oh, man.
I believe you know the at bat I'm talking about. It happened to be late in the game. Rays were down.
Yeah.
Take me to where you were in that moment. How nervous were you? What were you thinking? Was it just pure blind adrenaline? What was it like?
Man, let me tell you. So I had gotten called in the inning before to pinch run for G-Man Choi, and he was on second base. So I was going out to right field as a defensive replacement.
Sure.
After pinch running for him, I went out to right field. And in my head, I'm thinking, well, he just hit. So I had no thought of really coming up to bat.
Sure.
Like, we would have won by then.
Right.
So I'm not thinking about where he was in the order. I go down in the tunnel. I got Seiya Suzuki. He's throwing me left-handed batting practice because I'm getting ready for, if I do come up to bat, I'm probably going to, Kenley Jansen's coming in, but, if it gets to me late, 8-9 batter, I'm probably going to match up against the lefty.
Sure.
So I go out there, and Paul Hoover, who's one of our coaches, he comes up to me, he's like, hey, you're up 5th, and you're going to win this game for us. And I'm looking at him like,
are you sure?
No, cross-eyed, literally, like, let me go double check, double check your work here. So sure enough, I'm up 5th. I get on deck. I see, obviously, Randy's in front of me. He's Babe Ruth. He's
the best ever do
it. The best ever to do it in the playoffs. Yeah. He's getting on base or doing something cool. So I'm sitting there, and every other pinch hit at bat I've had, I've gotten this like performance anxiety, the butterflies, excitement, you call it, whatever. We've all felt it. But I'm sitting there, and I feel nothing, and I'm almost searching for it, like looking around like, when's it going to hit me? I'm in the World Series. I haven't had an at bat yet. And here I am. And so, sure enough, I walk up to the plate, man, and I just felt this calmness and this intensity that was the perfect storm of, I'm going to get the job done. Yeah. And nothing that he throws me is going to be good enough to get me out. And it was awesome.
I'm getting inspired right now.
I'm not going to lie. For real, this is what I felt. And you look at the at-bat, I had 2 tough pitches that I took on the corner as possibly a ball, but Kenley's on the mound. He's going to get those pitches. And so, there wasn't a second where I didn't feel like something cool was going to happen. Sure enough, I made contact, and maybe my eyes were closed, and everyone knows what happened. I'm flying around the outfield like a kid in the candy store, and I put myself into shock. It's the first and only time I ever had to get an IV because I couldn't breathe. They're trying to do an interview. I go into the clubhouse, and my face is white. Yeah. Paramedics had to come in. That's so scary. No, dude, death by walk-off. It would have been the greatest story
honestly,
ever.
It's a pretty good way to
go.
It
would have been a great way to go, right? So I ended up sucking up like 2 bags of fluid, but just crazy, man. Crazy.
Did you have any idea that Randy fell before scoring? Were you watching that at all?
No, so when I hit the blooper out in the center, I'm keeping an eye on Chris. He messes it, he makes an error.
Sure.
And so on that, I took for second.
Right.
And when I did, I just had my eyes on second. No one was covering. So, and then I see Randy just score at that time, and that's through the helmet. And,
You turn around like everything went normal according to plan. He's just on the ground.
yeah. I look back and I'm like, what just happened, man? They're trying to tell me what happened. I'm like, what? I don't even know where I'm at right now.
Hey, that story lived up to the hype, dude.
Yeah,
That was great.
thank you.
Brett, thank you so much, man.
Pleasure. Appreciate it.